Hey everyone, this is Chris here. I am back. Yes, I know it's been a little while. Um, I honestly have not had much motivation lately to do some game demos, but I'm back. Also, I'm sorry about the last live stream cutting out there. Still trying to figure out what's going on with the whole live streaming thing. I think it's because my upload bandwidth is very, very low, and I'm trying to figure out how to increase that. But anyway, I thought I'd come back here and begin a series on some of the games from gmagames.com. I recently obtained my unlock keys for these because I purchased a few of them about 9 or 10 years ago now. And I thought I wanted to play those again, so we're going to start out today with Shades of Doom. Shades of Doom is a game that I guess you could probably say is very, well, it's modeled after the video game Doom. It's not quite as detailed as Doom is, from what I can tell, but basically the idea is you're walking around a research base, killing monsters and trying to shut down an experiment that went terribly wrong. So I'm going to load this up. Now the version I'm playing is version 1.2, which came out in 2005. There is a version 2.0, which came out in 2013, I think, or 2000. It was either 2013 or 2014. I don't quite remember which. I want to say 2014. Which honestly, I'm not impressed by that version. Primarily, it was intended to fix compatibility problems with newer versions of Windows. There were some other things added. There, you can now play the game with a mouse. There's a screen reader mode to let you play with a screen reader, although that is kind of buggy because I can't make it work with NVDA. And they also changed the built-in voice, which I don't really like it. But so yeah, I will be playing version 1.2. What I will say about 1.2 is to make it run reasonably well on Windows Vista and higher, you may want to go into the properties for it, and under the compatibility tab, check the box to run it in compatibility mode and choose Windows XP, and also choose to run it as admin. So with that intro out of the way, I will quit blabbing.
Menu. 1 Perilous Hearts. 2 Jungle. 3 Play Shades of Doom.
Let's play Shades of Doom.
Secure desktop.
And Alt-Y. And here we go.
Unknown unavailable. Shades of Doom 1.2. Registered to Chris Wright.
So here's the intro. It's a very cool intro.
Welcome to Shades of Doom, a GMA game. Version 1.2. Select from menu, play game.
Alright, so we're in the main menu, use up and down.
Play saved game.
So we have play game, play saved game.
Sound help.
Sound help.
Listen to story.
Listen to story.
Exit game.
And exit game.
Listen, sound help.
Let's go through sound help.
Press up and down arrows to review sounds. Wind from north.
So that's the wind sound from the north.
Wind from south. Wind from east and west. Approaching left turn. Monster is behind. Object locator sound. Object very near. Another object is located. Targeting scope on. Monster targeted. You are injured sound. Object stolen from you. Hey!
I love that one.
You have hit a wall. The game is paused. Bio, mine, and grenade sound. Mine is armed. Teleportation sound. Monster falls dead. You trip over monster's body.
Whoa!
Wind from north. Select from menu. Sound help.
Alright, so you hit escape to go back to the menu.
Listen to story.
Alright, I'm gonna play the story. And I think actually at this point, since it is kind of long, I'm going to unplug the microphone and go get me something to drink real quick. So I will come back once this story is done playing. So I will see you guys on the other side. So I'm going to unplug the microphone and play the story for you. Enjoy.
The top of the mountain is clearly visible as your shuttle slowly descends towards the island. You peer up from the controls and see wisps of clouds flicker by your canopy. Breaking through the ceiling, the beauty of the scene is marred by the sight of lines of plasma cannons bristling from shore and mountainside batteries. The high-security military research base, funded and run by the FDN, was totally constructed within the mountain, making it impregnable to all, including a direct nuclear attack. The research performed is of the highest security and secrecy, but even with your considerable clearance level, you only have a vague idea of what goes on in the rapidly approaching base. You wonder to yourself, what are they working on down there? Is it human genetic enhancements? Or even biological transformations? Rumors abound, but only a few know this place even exists, and the few who really know what's happening here are cloistered behind thick titanium walls. 2 hours ago, all transmissions from the base abruptly stopped, and since you were in the area, FDN Command ordered you to investigate and immediately report back. After landing the craft near the main blast doors, you grab your high-velocity bolt gun, your night scope, and a fully charged EVA belt, and walk towards the guard building. Staring at the security panel, your retina is scanned, and the 1-meter thick doors quietly open. All is silent. The backs of empty chairs stare back at you as you quickly scan the administrative front office. The room appears as if the previous occupants left in a great hurry. Half-eaten sandwiches and full coffee containers litter the desks. High-security consoles are left on, leaving them vulnerable to unauthorized eyes. You spot a sheathed long knife in an open drawer, and you take it and strap it to your belt, alongside the EVA. You then notice a standard-issue med kit on a nearby desk, and you impulsively drop it in your jacket pouch. You sit down at a nearby desk and begin to read a half-finished report, glowing brightly from a console. Daily Log, August 18th, 2073. The final stage of the experiment is scheduled for 1200 hours today. After 3 years of work, John Britton, senior scientist, feels that we only have a fair chance of succeeding. He feels the risks are high, but because of the current political situation and its inherent threat to the security of the Federation of Democratic Nations, I told him to continue. I turned down his request to extend the deadline another 3 months. I have informed the Senate that I will take all responsibility for this decision on myself. Because of the safety measures in place, I personally feel there is little risk. You notice that the report is unfinished, and note that the timestamp on the last sentence was 11:58 hours. You scan the screen and notice an icon labeled Experiment Startup and Shutdown, and you select it and proceed to read. You scan quickly through the preamble and find some text that looks promising. Section 2.1. Security considerations have resulted in designing 2 devices. The Experiment Startup device will be controlled by John Britton and his 5-man management team, and it has been configured so that at least 4 of the 5 must enter their codes to execute initiation. To avoid a costly, unauthorized shutdown, the shutdown device is controlled by the security team. The team must enter 4 color-coded data wafers, 1 green, 1 blue, 1 yellow, and 1 white. Only 2 of the officers in the team know the sequence of entry. During an experiment, there will be at least 1 person on duty with a green data wafer, several with a blue, many with the yellow, and a large number carrying white data wafers. To shut down the experiment, the data wafers must be entered into the shutdown device in the correct order. If the order is incorrect, all data wafers entered thus far will be destroyed, rendering them useless. The device will then be randomized and the data wafers must be reinserted, but the required order will be changed. This would eliminate the chance of panic on the part of a few staff, or from an abort caused by a limited enemy infiltration, prematurely shutting down the experiment. We feel that the chance of needing these measures is minimal, but it is best to be on the safe side. The door at the end of the room is slightly ajar. Above the door is a red light flashing continuously over a sign stating "Authorized personnel only." You walk across the room, open the door completely, and cautiously walk through. To your surprise, you hear the electronically controlled door slam behind you as the security lock engages. The light in the tunnel is limited, and so you switch on the EVA and night scope. You can hear the echo of your boots, the soft ping of the night scope, and the wind blowing through the tunnel from the west as you proceed down the passage. As you make your way forward, the sound of an emergency announcement can be heard.
Emergency, emergency, please evacuate the base. Emergency, emergency, please evacuate the base. Emergency,
Select from menu. Listen to story.
Alrighty, sorry about that. I am back. We should be back in business here. Let me adjust the microphone. There we go. Alright, so that is the story. I believe it was made for version 1.0, but it's still pretty much relevant. So not too much of a story, and there really isn't a lot of detail in the game, as you will see, but that's what we have to work with. So, I'm going to turn my keyboard on here.
Sound play game.
Use the arrow keys to select your experience level. Bring them on.
So this voice, you will hear this voice quite a lot.
Don't hurt me. It's my turn, Daddy.
This is the voice that will read almost everything to you in the game. I personally really like it. Some might not. The new one in version 2.0 is awful. I don't know why he changed it. But I think this is actually David Greenwood, the guy who runs GMA Games. I believe this is David Greenwood with some kind of processing on his voice.
Don't hurt me. Bring them on. So you think you've had it bad so far? It's a good day to die. It's my turn, Daddy.
Okay, so these are difficulty levels. These control the enemies. Higher difficulties basically mean that the monsters move faster and hit harder. So we have It's My Turn, Daddy, which is the easiest.
Don't hurt me.
Don't Hurt Me is the next hardest.
Bring them on.
Bring Them On, that's kind of like a normal or average, I guess. So it's a bit harder.
So you think you've had it bad so far?
So you think you've had it bad so far? That's even more difficult.
It's a good day to die.
And it's a good day to die, which it sounds like it's saying, is it a good day to die? But it's a good day to die. That's what it's actually saying.
So it's a good day to die.
That is the hardest difficulty. That is extremely hard. I will not be doing that.
It's my turn, Daddy.
If you choose It's My Turn, Daddy, you are asked if you want to use training mode. Training mode basically keeps the monsters from attacking you. Well, not from that, but from moving so that you can practice walking around.
Don't hurt me.
I'm gonna go with Don't Hurt Me because I do want a little bit of a challenge in my game, but not in incredible amount. So
It's my turn, Daddy.
let's go.
Don't hurt me.
Don't Hurt Me.
Press F1 for help.
Level 1.
Alright, so the beeping is the night scope. You hit S to turn that on and off. Let me turn this music down. To turn the music down, you hit page down and page up to turn it up. It's not bad music. So, what you're hearing right now is the emergency alert. I'm gonna turn that music off or down. There we go. I think that's a comfortable level. So, that is the emergency alarm, which you will hear that at the beginning of every single level, and there are 9 levels in this game. So, let's go over a key review real quick. 1 through 9, we'll choose your weapons.
Bare fists.
So number 1 is my fists.
Long knife.
Choose the knife.
Manual bolt gun.
Manual bolt gun. I don't have any more weapons right now. G.
Bio grenades.
We'll choose your bio grenades. A tells you your ammunition.
5.
The spacebar will use your weapon.
Long knife.
So if I use my knife, you can hold the spacebar to fire continuously, and that bang is supposed to play when you begin the level, because I guess the idea being that the door closes behind you. But like I said, this version has some problems running on Windows Vista newer, and that is a scientist.
Bare fists.
Who is, let's see, I'm gonna hit M.
57 feet.
So M tells you the distance between you and the closest monster, and he's gone, because if I hit M, it just beeps at me. Control M will tell you the name of the monster. Let's see here. F tells you the direction that you're facing.
West.
So I'm facing west. Up and down arrows will make you walk in those directions. So up makes you walk forward, down makes you walk backwards. Pressing left and right will turn you by, I want to say, like 10 degrees. So you can actually, in this game, you can turn in a full 360 degree circle. Control left and right arrows will turn you to the next 90 degrees.
South.
So I turn south.
East.
I'm turning to the left.
North.
North.
West.
West. And if I hit right arrow with the
North.
control key.
East. North. West.
So yeah, it's a stupid scientist.
Insane scientist.
Insane scientist. Those are harmless. They will try to steal your items, but aside from that, they are harmless. Let's see, what else do I want to show you? H tells you your health.
100%.
Tab opens your inventory.
Medkit. Quantity 2.
That's a med kit. If I hit the up and down arrow.
Medkit. Quantity 2. Medkit. Quantity 2.
Med kits will heal you.
100%.
H checks your health. I think I've been over this. I'm getting tired. I'm sorry, you guys. Also, you can hit F1.
Menu. Game.
F1 brings up... You know what? Let me get rid of this guy.
35 feet.
Evacuate the base.
Oh. The other thing I want to show you...
Please evacuate the base.
Find the equipment here.
Emergency. Please
Manual bolt gun.
Emergency.
It is possible to destroy equipment in this game with your weapons, which is very useful because I want to turn that off because that was getting very annoying. As I was saying, I can't find the stupid scientist. I'm trying.
Hey!
You just stole my items.
East, bare fists.
Let's see, let's try.
West. 15 feet, 24 feet.
Yeah, he took my med kits.
You are carrying nothing.
That's okay. I'll get him. Let's see. So you can hit F1, which will bring up a help screen.
Menu. Game.
If you hit enter,
Full help. Control F1.
this is a menu that tells you all of the commands. So full help, if you hit Control F1, that will open up the game manual.
Quit game. Escape.
Quit game, escape.
Save game. F3.
Save your game is F3.
Load game. F4.
Load game F4. I'm repeating them in case it's hard to understand the voice.
Pause game. P.
Pause the game is P.
Check speakers. C.
Check your speakers is C.
Reset sound card. Control R.
That resets the sounds.
Sound help. F9.
Sound help is F9, so if you want to go back and listen to that sound help, you can.
Full help. Control F1.
Now I can hit left arrow,
Game. Movement.
and we go down to movement.
Turn a little left. Left arrow.
Turn a little left is left arrow.
Turn a little right. Right arrow.
Right arrow for right.
Forward. Up arrow.
Forward.
Backwards. Down arrow. Turn right to next 90. Control right arrow.
Turn right to next 90 is control right arrow. Turn left is control left arrow.
Turn left to next 90. Control left arrow. Sidestep left. Shift left arrow.
It is possible to sidestep if you hold down Shift and tap left or right arrows. You can face the same direction and move left and right.
Sidestep right. Realign direction to last 90. R.
Realign direction to last 90. That is very useful if you were battling and you want to check where you are and make sure that you're headed on the right course, because you can actually travel a little off, I guess off center, so you could be heading kind of northeast-ish, and that could cause problems if you angle yourself and you can run into walls. Because basically this game is a 2D environment, so you can move up, down, left, and right.
Turn a little left. Movement. Weapons.
So this is help for weapons,
Information.
keystrokes,
Objects and monsters.
objects and monsters,
Location.
location,
Options.
options. I'm going to go into options real quick.
Audio navigator. Off.
Audio navigator. This will inform you of things like turns and if the passage ends and if it continues and things like that. I think it's useful if you are new to the game, but once you get used to the levels and how the game works, I would recommend turning it off.
Ambient sounds. On.
Ambient sounds, these are sound effects, these are the wind sounds and things like that.
Background music. On.
Background music, that's the background music that you're hearing.
Block graphic display. Off.
Block graphic display. This game does support graphics. From what I can tell, they are very basic though. I think it shows your player as a circle and monsters are squares or something like that, but so I don't think it's very useful, but if you have some vision, it might benefit you.
Sound. Stereo.
Sound, this by default is set to stereo. If you hit the space bar, and by the way, pressing the space bar on any of these will toggle through the options.
Surround sound.
So we have stereo, surround sound,
Virtual 3D partial.
virtual 3D partial,
Virtual 3D full.
and virtual 3D full. Now I don't think these work properly on newer versions of Windows. Again, that is one of the things that the new version fixes, but I don't like the new version.
Stereo.
Because it really doesn't add anything new in terms of the core gameplay, which is really disappointing.
Training mode not available.
Training mode, if you're playing on the easiest difficulty, you can turn it on and off here. But training mode only applies to the first area.
Joystick on.
You can play this with a joystick
Save options.
and save options. So basically what you do, you would hit the space bar to change your options and then come down here to save options. You can also hit enter, which will change an option and exit, but it won't save your changes. So I'm going to hit escape. So,
Door in 2 feet.
yes. So I'm walking forward, you heard a door automatically open. Let's turn
South.
to the left. There's nothing in here. You can hit X when you're in a room.
20 by 10 feet. There is an exit from the room behind.
That tells you how big the room is and the exits.
North.
Let's walk out of here. And the other cool thing with this game, if you're in a doorway and you hit enter, you can tell it to close. So once you clear the door
in 1 feet.
the door will close automatically.
West.
Let me go over a couple more keystrokes. Shift D will tell you what is directly in front of your character.
Door 29 feet.
D,
Door to the left. 1.
pressing D brings up a menu of objects that you can browse.
Door to the left. 1. Door to the left. 1.
You hit up and down arrow,
Door to the left. 1. Door to the left. 1.
and there's just a door right now. N will give you information about where you are.
The passage continues.
So right now it just says the passage continues. Control N will give you a little more information at a longer distance.
The passage continues in 70 feet. The passage turns sharply to the left.
Holding shift and hitting the up arrow will put you in cruise mode. When you're walking forward, there is a slow speed, medium speed, and fast speed. Shift down arrow will make you walk backwards. There are 2 speeds for that. I'm just walking forward here.
Long night.
The drum beats mean that the monster is
Manual bolt gun.
behind you.
East. East.
Let's see. Alright, so I just shot him. Now, the beeping you were hearing is the night scope. So to turn the night scope on and off, you hit S. And normally it just beeps. When you're in range of monsters, the beeps will increase in pitch, and basically the idea being you want to turn your scope on and line up with the monster, and when you hear the night scope beeping change to a high-pitched constant beep, 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 that means that you are in range and you will hit that monster. Control S
98% night scope off.
will tell you the battery level. Yes,
Medkit in 90 feet.
your night scope does have batteries. And now that I've walked forward, you hear objects. The beeping tells me that there's an object. You can hit O.
Medkit in 19 feet. Medkit in 19 feet.
I can hit D.
Medkit ahead 19. Medkit ahead 19. Medkit ahead 19.
So there are my medkits because I killed the scientist. So let's use cruise mode here.
Medkit taken. Medkit taken.
You heard him go, whoa.
East. West.
Alright. Also, control down arrow will have you automatically turn 180 degrees. Very useful if you want to turn around. So let's go into cruise mode here.
Whoa!
I just tripped over his body again.
Door in 3 feet.
Let's back up a little bit until the beeping raises in pitch to tell me it's directly off to my left. Now, again, the panning is kind of messed up because of the newer version of Windows. I'm running this on Windows 7.
South.
So let's turn south, and to open doors and interact with objects, you hit enter. Let's walk in here. I think I've already been in
North.
here. Let's go back out.
Door in 0 feet.
Oops. Now I didn't quite walk out of the room, so I'm going to sidestep to the right.
Door in 1 feet.
Continue heading west down this passage.
Door in 1 feet. South.
Alright, here's the second room. We have
Equipment ahead. 10. Door. Equipment ahead. 10.
most equipment is useless and you can either ignore it or destroy it. You may find it useful to leave it there because it can act as a landmark. Speaking of landmarks, if you hit V,
No.
V will tell you if you have visited a location. And also, you can hit Control M, which will mark locations. And when you come back, it will say things like marker 1, marker 2, with the marker number increasing as you continue adding markers. So markers can be very helpful if you find yourself getting lost
North.
and you want to mark things.
Door in 5 feet. West.
So, the basic idea of this level, the area you start out in is an east-west passageway. There are two rooms along the south side, or to your left. And if I keep going here, you hear the footsteps echoing and the wind coming off to the left. So at this point, you could sidestep left if you don't like to turn like I used to do. I used to always face in one direction and just sidestep. Or you can turn to the
South.
left. So basically this passage turns to the left and we're walking down this one. And it turns again to the left.
East.
So let's walk down here. And I'm using cruise mode because it just makes things easier, so I'm not touching the keyboard.
Door in 8 feet.
Alright, so let's sidestep to the left. This room usually has nothing in it. It's a very tiny room with some equipment.
Door in 4
Close that
feet.
door.
Door in 5 feet.
This next room
North.
has some equipment. Oh! And we run into our first enemy, which is...
South.
Walk out here.
East.
Keep going down the hallway here.
Mutant dog. Door in 11 feet. 13 feet. West. Manual bolt gun.
Pressing right down.
Data wafer in 14 feet. White data wafer taken.
Alright,
North.
so we took care of him. He had a data wafer. Data wafers, by the way, are very crucial to this game. You'll want to collect as many as you can. So let's walk into this room. Equipment. Let's sidestep to the room.
Opening in floor in 19 feet.
This opening in the floor is a shortcut to level 2. If you're running the demo version, it will end the demo because the demo lets you play this level and this level only. I'm not going to go down there. I'm going to come back out of here, so I'm just walking backwards, sidestep, and turn around.
South. East.
Tell that to close.
Whoa!
There's that dog.
Door in 9 feet. Door in 10 feet.
Let's see what's in here.
Mutant human to the left. 17. Fan. Door. Mutant human to the left. 17.
Alright, so in this room we have a fan.
Fan. Ahead. 4.
I know it might sound like man, but it's fan. The groaning you're hearing is a mutant human. I love this sound. Just listen to it. It's kind of corny, but it works. Alright, I'm
South.
gonna lure this guy out of here. Let's walk out of the room. I'm actually walking down the passageway here,
No.
which turns to the right. Let's turn back around.
North.
Control down arrow.
42 feet. 40 feet. Mutant human.
Yes, this is a mutant human.
34 feet.
You may or may not have been able to hear it, but basically they make a groaning noise when they get hit and when they die.
Fan. To the right. Door. Fan.
And he didn't have
East.
anything, so let's leave this room.
East. Door in 2 feet. East.
Now pressing X tells me nothing because I'm in a hallway.
North. Door in 2 feet.
Gotta figure out where I'm going here.
Yes. North. South.
Let's head south,
Yes. West.
west.
No.
Alright, now, as we continue here, there's an alcove off to my right. Another alcove with a human. Another one to my left. Oh dear.
Mutant human ahead. 10. Mutant dog. Mutant human behind. 27.
Okay, well, let's... Ow. I'm gonna run to the end of this passageway.
68% west. East. Mutant human ahead. 65.
Alright, so I hit D to pause the game so I can tell you what's going on. So currently,
Mutant dog ahead. 43. Mutant human ahead. 40. Mutant human ahead. 65.
currently I have 2 mutant humans and a mutant dog after me. So we're gonna take him out.
Four feet.
Now,
41 feet.
he's a little far away, so I'm gonna talk real quick.
35 feet.
The thing you want to note too when you're fighting, the closer enemies are to you, the more damage your weapons will do. So if you want to conserve ammunition, you'll want to wait until they're closer.
17 feet. Time to blast mine. In 13 feet.
Alright, let's go over here.
White potato wafer. Taken. Time to blast mine. Taken. East. Projectile ammunition. Ahead. 21. Proximity biodisruptor mine. Ahead. 21. Projectile ammunition.
Alright, so we have some ammo
Projectile
and a
ammunition. In
mine.
19 feet.
Let me go back here.
Projectile ammunition. Taken. Proximity biodisruptor mine. Taken. South. East.
Let's turn I believe
West.
west.
Whoa!
Alright, so the passage turns to the left. Now let me explain. Projectile ammunition basically gives you more ammunition for your bolt guns. If I hit A,
129.
so I'm doing okay in terms of ammo for my bolt gun.
South.
Timed and blast mines basically have a timer. They count down from 10. When they reach 0, they will explode and destroy objects, walls, and hurt creatures in their radius. Proximity biodisruptor mines are basically, they are mines that will count down from 10, but once they reach 0, they will stay there and remain armed until something living comes within range. So if you come in range of it, you get hurt. If a monster comes in range of it, the monster gets hurt. Also,
68%.
you may have noticed that I got injured, so you can check that by pressing H.
68%.
Your character will heal slowly over time, which is very useful. So if you find yourself injured, you may just want to wait and just have the game run and go do something else rather than use medkits, because I think you only get like 12 medkits throughout the whole game, so you'll want to conserve them. And actually there's a strategy that you can use later, which I'll get into. But anyway, let's continue walking here.
South.
So we're going south. Yeah, this level is very easy. Basically, you're just walking through corridors and walking through rooms.
East.
But the layout is very easy once you know what you're doing. So now we're heading east, and it turns to the left.
North.
And my battery's going dead. Oh dear.
Door in 1 feet.
And let me pause the game, because I need to plug my computer in before it goes dead. That would not be good, would it?
Charging battery 6%.
Yeah. Alright, so you can hear the pause music. I have walked, or not pause music, the pause timer thing, which sounds very creepy. It's like a time bomb. Click, 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 click. So, as you heard, I walked up to that door. It automatically opened because doors will do that, and I am attacked by a dog.
North.
Let's move.
South.
Let's walk away here.
8 feet.
Put some distance between
37 feet.
me and that dog. Turn around.
North. Manual bolt gun. 39 feet.
There.
North.
I hit
Data
R
wafer
to realign
in 18
myself.
feet. 34 feet. Mutant human.
We have a mutant human to deal with.
Medkit taken. Green data wafer taken. Yellow data wafer taken. Mutant human ahead. 7. Mutant
Uh-oh.
south.
Whoa!
Walk away from him.
North. 35 feet. Mutant human. 34 feet.
So I
Door.
hit Shift
49
G.
feet.
Alright. So I took
Whoa.
him out. We're gonna walk into this room.
East.
Oop, let me walk down this. There we go.
Mutant door. Behind. 18. Mutant human ahead. 24. Mutant dog. To the right.
Sorry, so we took out another human, another dog, and
Mutant dog. 37
we
feet.
have at least one or two more after us.
Door. To the right. 18.
Alright,
West.
so I think we're okay for now.
43 feet. 42 feet. 42 feet.
Actually, I think there's two mutant dogs.
Mutant dog. Door. Mutant dog. To the left. 30.
Hold on.
South. Data wafer in 12 feet. Mutant dog.
Yes, there's another mutant dog.
Green
Whoa.
data wafer taken. Mutant dog ahead. 42. Equip door. Mutant dog ahead. South. West 29 feet. South. Mutant dog ahead. 20.
Okay.
Bear fist.
Whoa!
53%.
Okay, that was close.
South.
I had to punch that one because it was getting really close to me.
Mutant dog.
And damn, there's a bunch of dogs here.
East.
So, the way this room
North.
works,
West.
when you walk into it, man, this room is actually a series of rooms. So you walk east into it, and if I hit X,
50 by 20 feet. There is an exit from the room ahead. M to the left.
so there's another
South.
room here through a little passageway, but
Manual bolt gun.
alright, take that human out.
South. Door in 5 feet. South.
So heading south takes us into this room.
Whoa!
And
2% door in 7 feet. South.
this is why I should have saved my game.
Whoa!
Now I am about to die.
South. Data wafer in 3 feet. Yellow data wafer taken. White data wafer taken. Door. Data wafer door. To the left. Data wafer ahead. 22.
So, a couple things there. I got hit by some monsters. Also, I shot the equipment in the next room, which is mined, and that hurt me. And so far we're not doing too well.
Medkit quantity 3. 68%.
Alright, so let's use a med kit. Med kits will usually heal you up pretty well.
South. Data wafer in 90 feet.
Alright. So,
Whoa!
White
Whoa.
data wafer taken.
alright, so now we're in the second room.
30 by 50 feet. There is an exit from the room behind and to the left. East.
Alright, so these are 3 interconnected
Door
rooms.
in 18 feet.
Let's
Manual bolt gun 96.
make sure I'm ready to go. And that means the object is right in front of me. Enter to open the door.
Door in 0 feet.
And thankfully this room is empty.
20 by 50 feet. There is an exit from the room behind and to the left. Door. Security chip to the left. 37.
Actually, no, it's not. The security chip is in here.
Equipment door. North.
Let's turn to the left.
Security chip in 17 feet.
Security chip, those are keys that we'll need.
Security chip taken.
Find the door out of here.
Door in 8 feet.
Alright.
East. 68%.
So, I'm just heading
East.
east. The passage turns to the
South.
right.
West. Body armor in 14 feet. West.
Whoa!
Body armor taken. Projectile ammunition taken.
Alright, so why that dog has body armor and projectile ammo, I have no idea. So this is a little room.
Message in 10 feet.
Okay. I'm going to ignore that. Basically what that is, there is a little crack or a gap in between
West.
the northern and I guess eastern walls. And if you align yourself up with it and hit up arrow, you can actually walk into a little area.
Whoa!
But I'm not going to deal with that right now. I'm going to
South.
keep going down this hallway here.
Door in 3 feet. West. Locked.
Alright, so this door is locked. I'm going to save my game.
Save and slot 1. Area 2. Save.
Alright, my game's saved. Now, to unlock this door,
Medkit. Proximity. Security chip.
right.
Door in 3 feet.
Oh, there we go. I think I have to get closer to it.
Med proximity. Security chip. Unlocked.
Alright, so you hit tab, move down to the chip, hit enter, and the door is unlocked. Let's save the game.
Save and slot 1. Area. Save.
Alright, what's going to happen once I open this door, there's going to be a mutant human with a bolt gun who's going to shoot at me, so I'm going to try to take him out before he shoots me.
Manual bolt gun. 68%.
And my character is not healing.
West.
And I took him out before he shoot
Semi-automatic
me.
bolt gun in 18 feet.
Sidestep a little bit.
Semi-automatic bolt gun taken. Projectile ammunition taken. Message 1. White elevator in 13 feet.
Alright, so I got the message.
South.
Alright, that is the elevator, which you can hear whirring away to itself. That's actually kind of a cool sound. I like that sound. Doo-doo, doo-doo. So, a few more things here before I get off of here. Messages tell you the sequence of data wafers to enter to shut down the experiment, which that is the primary goal of this game, is to go through the levels, collect as many data wafers as you can, and try to collect all the messages so that you can shut down the experiment. F8 will tell you your gathered messages.
1. White.
And I'll tell you right now, just as a spoiler, because this will be a complete walkthrough, you get messages once you have killed all the monsters on a level. So if you don't get messages when you think you've killed all the monsters, chances are you haven't killed all the monsters.
points 2,199. Area 1. Experience level 2.
So F7 tells you your points, what area you're on, and the difficulty level. F6 tells you your data wafers.
Data wafers green 2, blue 0, yellow 2, white 4. Data wafers not found 0.
So not found 0, that means I found them all. F5 lets you choose your weapons.
Long knife.
It brings up a menu.
Manual bolt gun. Semi-automatic bolt gun. Bio grenades. Bare fists.
Bio grenades, I will get into what those are in the next level.
Long knife. Bio grenade. Semi-automatic bolt gun.
Also, we got a new weapon, which is the semi-automatic bolt gun. That is a faster version of the bolt gun. So if you hold down the space bar, you can shoot faster.
216.
And I've got a decent amount of ammo.
68%.
Alright, now my character is not healing, and I'm not sure why, because you're supposed to automatically heal. But anyway, let's hit enter and go down to level 2.
Level 2. Elevator in 0 feet.
Alright, so we are in level 2.
Save and slot 1. Area 1. Save.
Alright, and level 2 I will get into with the next part of this series. And the music changes. I actually like this music quite a lot. So, here we are on level 2. If I wanted to, I could go back to level 1. Although why you'd want to do that, I don't know. Maybe you missed something. I don't know. Anyway, that is how that works. So, until next time, I'm going to hit Alt F4
Audacity.
and close the game. So, that is level 1. I hope you guys are enjoying this playthrough of Shades of Doom. This is a really cool game, by the way. I love this game. I wish there was more to it besides just monster killing and walking around, but it's a really cool game. So, you guys take care. I will try to get back to comments. I know I've been lacking in the comments department, but I will try to get back to you guys' comments that I've been missing. And if you have any comments, of course, leave them. I will do my best to get back to you. And until next time, you guys take care. I will be back for level 2 of Shades of Doom. Take care.